Welcome to those who are taking Module 8. Now I'm going to do something more interactive. I'm going to use the factory to do a real test of what an industry would be. After this video, I am going to place you under Discarer TIA Portal. I'm going to give you a link so you can download the factory of this program so you can use it too. In Module 8 I am going to explain to you how to read the analog signal chorus 20 and the signal scaling. We are going to leave the PID control for later because the truth is that it is much more complicated to explain. But in the PDF the PID, the theory, is still explained. But I will do the practice with the TIA Portal later. What am I going to do now? To make it more interactive we are going to do a pond water level control and I am going to use it. What does this mean? For example, I am going to use a water level sensor that is analog from 0 to 27,648. With the NOR block you go from analog to real, that is, from 0 to 1. Then we use the sky to pass the value from 0 to 1 so that it comes out as we want, which will be in percentage. This is going to be for the water sensor and I will explain it better later. This is going to be the filling valve. The Q2 level 30 is analog, it enters from 0 to 27,648 and outputs between 0 to 1, that is, with decimals. And then we use scaling, the same output MD104 and from 0 to 1 it is scaled for percentage of fill. And that will be shown on the display that is in the factory. Then the MOOF is so that we can open the valve with the potentiometer. For example, we are going to set the potentiometer to 20 and the valve is going to open 20%. Then the same here, this is the same but with the drain valve. So now I'm going to go to the factory. We're here, this is the fill valve potentiometer. So when I open this it's going to start filling up. See? And the fill valve is here, this is fill potentiometer, see? And here it is the scaling and the fill potentiometer causes the fill valve to open. That's why water starts to fall. If I leave this at 0, see what you leave because I close the valve. We use the potentiometer as something to open the valve or also to open the drain valve. The tank has two valves, which is the filling valve, which is linked to the filling potentiometer. And the emptying one, which is with the emptying potentiometer. For example, if I open this one to 100, you see that it empties. And that is down here drain valve, you see that it is open to the maximum percent. And here it is in 1. 1 converts to 100% with scaling. This makes the emptying potentiometer whole. See? This display shows the water level. It's here, see? So, we placed the water level sensor here. This water level tank in WB30 and WB30. The water level, QW32, is here on digital display too. That is, this display. See? I'm going to show you the others too. This is the filling one, QWB30. QWB30 is this filling valve. See? And that's with the scaling of IW32. In other words, opening this will activate the filling valve. This QWB36 is the display. See? Display 0. What would this be? When you open it, the display is activated. That is, it synchronizes with it. See? 56% of the filling valve is open. The more open it is, the faster it obviously starts to fill up. And here, look, it's open, it's not 5%, look, it fills up super slowly. Then, the same in the emptying. For example, the emptying output that is, this is 0. I put 43% and the emptying rate is like that. See? Here is the 43%, there is the drain valve. It is linked here. And if the booster stops emptying when you open it, then the emptying valve opens. And that causes the water level to drop. See? Probably the QWB34 is synchronized here with the D-shark valve, which is the drain valve, which is what you see here. And also that this, link it here. To do the configuration, there is the configuration of the TIA Portal version 20 with SPLS at 1200. If you want, I'm going to make a video in the part to download the forum. How to do the synchronization. Because they need this one from Inflate. To make the connection with Factorio with the TIA Portal. And you need this one too, I'm going to do it here. And there you can do these exercises. So that, I hope it helps you. And they don't care about the PDF. But that would be Module 8. Bye bye.